The Harrisons' quaint home, nestled in the shadowy embrace of ancient oaks, exuded an eerie stillness. Little Emma, with eyes as wide as the moon, descended from the upstairs corridor, her soft voice cutting through the silence like a spectral whisper. "Can you hear it breathing?" "I can," she uttered, her innocent gaze fixated on the unseen presence that lingered in the corners of their world. Unease settled upon the family, gnawing at the edges of reason. Emma's parents, John and Claire, strained their ears, attempting to grasp the elusive sounds their daughter claimed to perceive. The air thickened with an otherworldly tension, as if unseen eyes scrutinized their every move. Night after night, Emma's cryptic remarks persisted, each breath a spectral whisper that echoed through the walls. John and Claire, sleep-deprived and tormented by the mystery that enveloped their home, sought answers in the paranormal. Research led them to a forgotten tale, an old legend of a restless spirit that had once inhabited the land. The entity, it was said, had longed for connection, its unfulfilled desires lingering in the earthly realm. Could this be the source of the spectral breaths Emma sensed? Driven by a mix of trepidation and determination, the Harrisons delved into a ritual meant to commune with the spirit. Candles flickered in the dimly lit room as they recited incantations, their voices a fragile bridge between the living and the ethereal. The atmosphere quivered, and a faint presence materialized, an entity desperate to communicate. Emma, its chosen conduit, trembled as she relayed the spirit's tale of lost love and unresolved sorrow. The very walls seemed to absorb the spectral words, intertwining past and present. As the connection deepened, the once ominous breaths transformed into melancholic sighs. The Harrison family, bridging the gap between realms, extended empathy to the wandering spirit. The ethereal bond dissolved the spectral tension, leaving behind an aura of bittersweet release. The following morning, sunlight bathed the home in a newfound tranquility. Emma, free from the spectral whispers, skipped through the rooms, her laughter filling the air. The ancient oaks, guardians of the secrets held within their branches, stood witness to the family's journey through the mysterious and the supernatural. The tale of the little girl who could hear the breathing became a whispered legend, passed down through generations, a testament to the transformative power of empathy in the face of the unknown. The peace that settled upon the Harrisons' home was deceptively short-lived. As Emma's laughter echoed through the halls, a subtle shift in the air hinted at lingering mysteries. One fateful night, an otherworldly fog descended upon the house, trapping the family in a spectral veil. The atmosphere thickened with an ominous tension, and the Harrisons found themselves ensnared in a surreal dreamscape. Shadows danced on the periphery of perception, morphing into indistinct forms that whispered long-forgotten secrets. Emma, now a conduit between realms, sensed a deeper mystery shrouded in the veiled shadows. Guided by an unseen force, the family navigated through ethereal landscapes that mirrored their home, but distorted by the echoes of the past. Faces of forgotten spirits flickered in the mist, each carrying a fragment of their own untold stories. In their quest for understanding, the Harrisons encountered a spectral figure, a woman veiled in sorrow. She was the keeper of the shadows, burdened by a tragic tale that transcended time. The very fabric of the supernatural realm seemed to pulse with the weight of her unspoken grief. As Emma bridged the chasm between the living and the spectral, the veiled woman's story unfolded, a tale of lost love and betrayal that had bound her to the limbo between worlds. The family became entwined in a spectral dance, a quest for redemption and closure. To unravel the woman's torment, the Harrisons embarked on a journey through the veiled shadows, reliving moments etched in the tapestry of her existence. The dreamlike landscapes shifted, revealing glimpses of a bygone era and the heart-wrenching choices that had condemned her to the in-between. With each revelation, the spectral fog began to dissipate, unveiling a path towards liberation. Emma, guided by compassion, helped the veiled woman find solace, breaking the shackles that bound her to the eternal twilight. As the spectral mist cleared, the family awoke in their home, the echoes of the veiled shadows fading into the recesses of memory. Yet the supernatural veil had left an indelible mark on the Harrisons. Emma, forever changed by her communion with the spectral, now possessed an ancient wisdom that transcended her years. The family, having glimpsed the interplay of light and shadow in the realms unseen, carried with them a profound understanding of the mysteries that lingered beyond the tangible veil of reality. Veiled Shadows became not just a chapter in the Harrison family's history, but a testament to the enduring connection between the living and the supernatural, a bond that defied the constraints of time and whispered of the unfathomable depths within the mysteries of existence. For weeks, the town of Shorewood found itself ensnared in an unyielding shroud of darkness. No moonlight graced the night sky, and daylight struggled to pierce through the oppressive gloom. A once thriving community now dwelled in the unsettling embrace of shadows. Fear rippled through the hearts of Shorewood's inhabitants as the unnatural darkness defied all attempts to lift its veil. Streetlights flickered weakly, their feeble glow swallowed by the inky blackness that clung to every corner of the town. Whispers of the supernatural echoed through hushed conversations, and a sense of foreboding hung heavy in the air. Amid the obsidian night, a group of determined individuals emerged. The Eclipse Seekers, as they came to be known, comprising a skeptical scientist, an intuitive psychic, a resourceful journalist, and a fearless townsperson. This eclectic team sought answers to the enigma that gripped Shorewood. Their investigation unearthed ancient legends that spoke of a spectral entity, a harbinger of darkness known as the Umbric Conclave. According to the lore, the Umbric Conclave could only be appeased by unraveling the unresolved mysteries that lingered within the town's history. As the Eclipse Seekers delved into Shorewood's past, they uncovered a series of long-buried secrets, betrayals, forbidden love, and unsolved crimes that cast lingering shadows over the town. The entity, it seemed, demanded justice for the forgotten souls trapped in the limbo of unresolved mysteries. The psychic, attuned to the supernatural currents, guided the team towards the epicenter of the darkness, a forgotten cemetery that held the key to unraveling the Umbric Conclave's grip on Shorewood. Among the tombstones, they discovered an ancient mausoleum concealing a portal to the spectral realm. As the Eclipse Seekers crossed the threshold, the oppressive darkness intensified, challenging their resolve. Whispers of regret and anguish surrounded them, and phantom figures materialized, seeking release from the spectral chains that bound them. In a climactic confrontation, the Eclipse Seekers faced the Umbric Conclave, an amalgamation of shadows and forgotten souls. The psychic channeled the town's unresolved energies, allowing the trapped spirits to find closure. As the mysteries were unraveled, the darkness began to recede. With a crescendo of ethereal whispers, the Umbric Conclave dissipated, leaving Shorewood bathed in the soft glow of dawn. The townspeople, once held captive by fear, emerged from their homes to witness the dawn of a new era, a town liberated from the clutches of the supernatural. The Eclipse Seekers became the unsung heroes of Shorewood, their tale a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unexplained mysteries. As daylight reclaimed its dominance, the shadows of the Umbric Conclave became a distant memory, etched into the annals of the town's history. The aftermath of the Umbric Conclave's dispersion brought an eerie calm to Shorewood. The Eclipse Seekers, having vanquished the supernatural darkness, found themselves celebrated as saviors. However, as the town gradually returned to normalcy, subtle echoes of the spectral encounter lingered. The journalist, driven by an insatiable curiosity, delved into the history of the Umbric Conclave and its connection to Shorewood. Archives revealed that the town had long been a nexus of mystical energies, acting as a beacon for otherworldly entities seeking resolution. Reports of strange occurrences persisted, a fleeting shadow at the periphery of vision, whispers carried by the wind, and an occasional glimpse of ethereal figures. Shorewood, having embraced its supernatural history, became a haven for those attuned to the inexplicable. The scientist, fascinated by the residual energies, conducted experiments to understand the interplay between the tangible and the ethereal. His research led to the development of devices capable of detecting and harnessing supernatural forces, turning Shorewood into a hub for paranormal exploration. The psychic, forever changed by her connection to the Umbric Conclave, offered guidance to those seeking closure. Families, touched by the unexplained, sought solace through her ability to commune with lingering spirits. Shorewood transformed into a sanctuary for those seeking to connect with the mysteries beyond the veil. As the town embraced its supernatural identity, a sense of unity emerged among its inhabitants. They hosted annual events to honor the Umbric Conclave, acknowledging the role of the eclipse seekers in freeing Shorewood from the shadows that had long haunted it. The town, once paralyzed by fear, now thrived as a beacon of coexistence between the living and the spectral. Shorewood's story became a cautionary tale and an inspiration for other communities grappling with the unknown. It stood as a testament to the resilience of those who faced the mysteries of the supernatural head-on, finding harmony in the delicate balance between light and shadow. And so, in Shorewood, the whispers of eternity continued, a reminder that the boundary between the living and the supernatural was not a stark division but a permeable veil, inviting those who dared to explore the enigmatic realms beyond.